The sun rises over the South China Sea, but the calm is deceptive. Warships from the United States, Japan, and the Philippines slice through the water in tight formation. Their presence is a message. The region is on edge. A few miles away, Chinese Navy ships shadow the Allied flotilla, their intentions unreadable. On the USS John Finn, the captain watches as the space between green and red radar dots shrinks. The world is watching. Satellites and drones feed live images to command centers in Washington, Tokyo, and Manila. Chinese Coast Guard vessels weave between the navies using the cabbage strategy, layers of intimidation without a shot fired. One wrong move could ignite a conflict. This standoff is the heart of a global struggle control of the world's most vital waterways. The ships are more than hardware. They're symbols of sovereignty and the future of global order. As the sun climbs, the standoff continues, a dangerous dance in silence, broken only by the hum of engines. The question, what happens next? This is the new reality in the Indo-Pacific. Every action here is a test of resolve. The world's attention is fixed on these waters. The balance of power is shifting, and every maneuver counts. The Allied commanders must remain calm. The Chinese ships are not just sailing, they're sending a message. The tension is palpable, the stakes immense. The South China Sea is now the world's most dangerous flashpoint. The silence is deafening. The future of the region and perhaps the world hangs in the balance. The contest of wills is underway. The next move could change everything. The world holds its breath. The ships glide past each other, waiting. What happens next will shape history. The South China Sea standoff is no accident. It's the result of a new American strategy. Washington is forging a strategic triangle with Japan and the Philippines to counter China's assertiveness. This alliance is more than treaties, it's a unified front. At a recent trilateral summit, the three nations pledged joint patrols, military exercises, and intelligence sharing. The message to Beijing, aggression against one is aggression against all. This marks a fundamental shift in Indo-Pacific security, and the triangle is built on shared democratic values and a commitment to a free, open order. The Philippines' inclusion is crucial. Its geography anchors the alliance in Southeast Asia. Under new leadership, Manila is closer to Washington and Tokyo than ever. The alliance aims to keep key shipping lanes open and prevent China from rewriting the rules. It's a defensive coalition designed to deter, not provoke, conflict. The strategic triangle is a geopolitical statement. It signals unity and resolve among the Pacific's leading democracies. The alliance is not just military, it's about protecting a way of life. The stakes are high, and the world is watching. The triangle's strength lies in its unity. Together, these nations form a bulwark against instability. The future of the Indo-Pacific depends on their resolve. The triangle stands as a warning. Aggression will not go unanswered. The old hub-and-spokes alliance model is fading. The United States is weaving a web, a network defense linking allies directly. The US, Japan, and the Philippines form the core, but the web is expanding. Japan and South Korea now share intelligence and conduct joint drills, bridging Northeast and Southeast Asia. Australia, through AUKUS, is acquiring nuclear-powered submarines, boosting Allied naval power. Vietnam and India are also deepening security ties, wary of China's ambitions. This networked approach creates a unified deterrent. Aggression in one area could trigger a regional response. The strategy is called integrated deterrence, military, economic, diplomatic, and technological tools combined. The goal: make conflict too costly for China. The alliance web is flexible and resilient. It complicates Beijing's calculations. The Indo-Pacific is no longer a patchwork of isolated allies. It's a seamless security network. The message is clear: no nation stands alone. The cost of aggression is rising. The network defense is here to stay. The balance of power is shifting. To grasp the alliance's strategy, look at the map differently. Military planners see the Western Pacific as a series of island chains, natural barriers. The first island chain, from Japan through Taiwan to the Philippines, encloses China's coastal seas. Control these islands and you contain China's navy. The second island chain, further out, hosts US bases like Guam, backup lines of defense. The strategy defense in depth. Japan anchors the north, the Philippines the south, with Taiwan in the middle. A vulnerable link. The plan is to turn these islands into fortresses, bristling with missiles and sensors. The goal: make it too costly for China to operate inside the first island chain. Geography shapes destiny in the Indo-Pacific. The alliance's strength is rooted in these island barriers. Control of the straits and choke points is everything. The map is the battlefield. The island chains are the front lines. The future will be decided here. The alliance is an orchestra. Each nation plays a vital part. The US is the conductor, providing unmatched military power and strategic direction. Japan, the northern anchor, boasts a modern navy and advanced missiles, securing key choke points. South Korea, with a powerful army and defense industry, pivots between deterring the north and supporting regional security. The Philippines, the southern anchor, is modernizing fast. Its location is priceless for monitoring the South China Sea and Luzon Strait. The Philippines is acquiring new warships, jets, and coastal missiles, becoming the alliance's sentinel. Each nation's strengths complement the others. The alliance is more than the sum of its parts. Together, they form a formidable shield across Asia's front lines. The US empowers its allies, but relies on their unique capabilities. Japan and the Philippines bookend the first island chain. South Korea adds depth and flexibility. This is a new kind of alliance, integrated, adaptive, and strong. The orchestra is in tune. The region's security depends on their harmony. The US military is changing its posture in Asia. Instead of relying on a few big bases, it's spreading forces across more locations, harder to target, quicker to respond. The Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement with the Philippines gives US forces access to key bases near Taiwan and the South China Sea. These aren't permanent US bases, they're shared, flexible, and strategically placed. Exercises like Balikatan now involve thousands of troops in complex scenarios, building real interoperability with allies. New technologies, advanced sensors, missile systems, and mobile marine littoral regiments are being deployed to islands inside the first chain. The US is lighter, faster, and more integrated with its partners than ever. This is the new face of American power in Asia. Presence is persistent, but unpredictable. The alliance can respond to crises anywhere along the front. The message, the Indo-Pacific is not undefended. The US and its allies are ready. The region's security is more robust and more agile than ever before. The era of static bases is over. Military power needs an industrial backbone. The US and its allies are moving from arms sales to co-development and co-production. Japan is exporting advanced technology and co-developing a next-gen stealth fighter with the US and UK. South Korea's defense industry is booming, supplying tanks, ships, and artillery worldwide. The US is integrating South Korean suppliers into its own defense chains. The Philippines is building up its own capabilities with US support. Patrol boats, radar, and more. This industrial cooperation makes the alliance more resilient and responsive. A collective arsenal is a powerful deterrent. Shared technology and production mean faster innovation and easier logistics. The alliance can outproduce and out-innovate any single adversary. The industrial base is the alliance's hidden strength. In a crisis, it can surge production and sustain the fight. The arsenal of democracy is alive in Asia. The alliance's power is built on more than just strategy, it's built on steel. The northern Philippines is now a strategic frontier. Luzon and the Bashi Channel sit at the crossroads of the South China Sea and Taiwan. Control here means control of vital waterways. The Luzon Strait is a key choke point. China's navy must pass through to reach the Pacific. US and Filipino forces, with new bases in Cagayan and Isabela, can monitor and control this strait. The Batanes Islands are being fortified as unsinkable outposts, bristling with radar and missiles. Japan's Miyako Strait is another gateway, heavily defended with Allied missiles. The alliance is building a wall of fire along the first island chain. Mobile missile batteries and sensors create a deadly barrier. Hostile navies will find these straits perilous. The Luzon frontier is the southern anchor of this defense. Geography and technology combine to hold the line. The choke points are the new front lines. China sees the alliance network as a threat, a new containment. Beijing has ramped up military activity, sending ships and planes near Taiwan and through key straits. The risk of crisis or miscalculation is rising. Armed peace prevails, but the margin for error is razor thin. Diplomatic rhetoric is harsh. Military exercises are larger and more frequent. The danger: a single accident could spiral into conflict. Hotlines exist, but their reliability in a real emergency is untested. The stakes are global. A war here would shatter economies and could escalate to the nuclear level. Integrated deterrence aims to make aggression too costly for China. The alliance's unity and strength are its best hope for peace. The world's future may hinge on whether deterrence holds. The Indo-Pacific is the arena where the 21st century will be decided. The peace and prosperity of billions depend on what happens next. The world is watching and waiting.